tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Rodgers, and the throw here caught by Addison.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A good gain. 2 plays. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll set up a throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
That swung out to Mostert.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Into space at the 45.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
11 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Rodgers now on first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mixon will try the right side. Oh, good move. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
In motion right is Smith. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
26. Hey, 26.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we are off to
Final
Orlando
adjustments
now to
being
check
made
in
for
with
the
Jonathan
second half.
Coachman and our
Whether
EA
they'll amount to
Sports
much in a game
halftime
that's
report.
already
Coach?
pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Smith here. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 10 more there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now they'll change things up. 2nd and 13. Mayer there to bring it in.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw.
That is taken in by the tight end Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
19 Charger.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.